Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove Videocast, and today we are going to be having our 9th weekly update here on the Videocast as we're going to be going over some Phillies news and all-around baseball news. Now, guys, before we get into this video, I'd like to ask you, if you are not subscribed, please go subscribe right now for daily game recaps, news, and much more on this channel. So I really would appreciate it if you guys went to go down and click the subscribe button. Also, please turn on that notification bell as well. Now, the first bit of news we're going to get into today, well, as you guys might know, it's been a pretty slow couple of weeks here. Obviously, you had the holidays, you had New Year's, you had Christmas, all that kind of Hanukkah, all that stuff. So it really slows everything down. So there's not a lot to talk about here, but there's a lot of discussion points to talk about. There's potential trades out there as well. People keep talking about Nolan Arenado and Chris Bryant. That's not happening. I'd like to dispel that right now. No way the Phillies would take on that terrible Nolan Arenado contract. I wouldn't call it terrible. It's a lot of money, especially with John Middleton not wanting to go over the luxury tax. It's not going to happen. Chris Bryant, I don't see happening either. You're going to have to give him a lot of prospects for him, and he's going to be on the market in 2 years. After next season, 2021 season, he's going to be available on the free agent market. So why give him all this stuff now when you could just have him after next season? So, I don't think he's really a great fit right now. We have Scott Kingery. What's going to happen with Scott Kingery? He can't keep moving around like this. We already have Adam Hazley. Matt Klentak said he's going to be the starting center fielder. So you can't have all these guys moving around all the time. Scott Kingery, yes, he's been in the league 2 years. In your first couple years, yeah, he can move around a lot. But once you get in your third, fourth year, that's when you have to start playing one position and start getting more comfortable. Scott Kingery is the second baseman. Obviously, we have Gene Segura at second base, so Scott Kingery, where are you going to put him? He's a bit of a question mark right now. Where are you going to put him? He doesn't really have a definite place to play. He's most likely going to play third base, which is going to happen. Obviously he came up as obviously played shortstop in 2018. Played some second base. Obviously in the minor leagues, obviously was more a second baseman. So he can't keep moving around like this. And obviously, as I said, he played a little center last year. He's not a center fielder. He's definitely not a center fielder. As you said, we have Adam Hazley in center field. So I do not see it happening with Chris Bryant. Where we put all these guys? We only have Didi Gregorius for 1 year. So I think Chris Bryant makes some sense maybe 2 years down the line. But as of right now, he doesn't make much sense for us. Because I don't really think we need him right. Obviously he'd be great for our lineup, but the thing is this, where are we going to put him? We have Scott Kingery. We don't know where we're going to he's going to be at third base this year. Where are we going to put all these guys? We don't have enough room. So as of right now, I'd say that Chris Bryant doesn't really fit here right now. He's not really a good fit. Now, as I said, a couple years down the line, he would be. But as of right now, he's not. He's not. And listen, don't get me wrong. I really like Chris Bryant. But as of right now, he's not really a fit here. And, as I said, I like Chris Bryant a lot. I think he's a really good guy, and I think he's a good player. I think he might be a tad overrated, but I like Chris Bryant a lot. But I don't think he'd be a good fit here as of right now. Obviously, looking around baseball news, the Nationals signed Starlin Castro to a 2-year deal. And now, obviously they lost Anthony Rendon, so now you got this guy, and they also brought back Asdrubal Cabrera on a 1-year deal as well. Now you got these guys to kind of fill in a little bit. Castro, he's an infielder. He can move around the infield. He has some versatility. Same as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's a switch hit bat. Obviously, we saw Asdrubal Cabrera in Philly in 2018 for half of the season. So we know what those. We obviously saw Castro at the Miami Marlins a lot. So we know what these guys can do, and they're going to help out the Washington Nationals. Obviously, Asdrubal Cabrera is already with the Nats this past year. Obviously, was released from the Rangers. Signed back to the Nats. He was originally with the Nats in 2014, so he's going back again as Mike Rizzo brings him back. Castro is really going to help out that Nationals team, and I guess maybe Rizzo's is getting impatient with Josh Donaldson. I definitely think that's probably the most likely thing. I think the price tag's getting really high. The asking price for Josh Donaldson is $110 million, apparently. That was the asking price that was set by Josh Donaldson, which I think is a little high. He's most likely probably going to end up going back to the Braves. I heard reports that the Twins are out on Josh Donaldson. Can't really confirm that, but I've heard some reports about that. I don't see him going to the Nats. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think he's going to the Washington Nationals. which is obviously a really, really good thing because I don't want him going to the Nats because I think he'd really, really help out the Nats. I think Castro is going to be a good fit there. I mean, he's a guy who could really, play any position really in the infield. Second, third, short. I mean, he's as I say, he provides versatility. He's a valuable guy to have on your team. So I definitely think he's a good fit for the Nats. I like starting Castro. He's had some decent couple years with the Marlins, with the Yankees for a little while. Obviously started out with the Cubs. So I definitely think he's going to be able to make that Washington Nationals team better. As I said, Cabrera, he's going back there. He's probably going to have the same role as he did, last year. It's just kind of a bench guy. Probably see some time at third. I think that's a good move for the Nats. Obviously, that's no comparison to Anthony Rendon. I mean, losing Rendon's really going to hurt that team. There's no moving around. I mean, obviously, losing Rendon would hurt any team. So, as you had, Now, it does concern me a little bit to see that the Phillies are most likely done here. The fact that they haven't made a move, they haven't swooped in and tried to sign these pitchers like Rick Porcello. Like, obviously, he went to the Mets on a one-year deal. All these lower to market type of pitchers are going on one-year deals to these teams. And the fact that the Phillies aren't even in talks with these guys shows, I mentioned this before, shows that the Phillies are pretty much done. Which, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I mean, the fact that the front office is content with this pitching staff concerns me. Zach Wheeler doesn't do it alone. He doesn't do it alone. Zach Wheeler alone doesn't do it. I'm sorry. I like Wheeler a lot, but just him doesn't get this. Doesn't really get us where we need to be, which is a World Series title. And it concerns me a little bit that the owner, he said, I'm not going to go over the luxury tax until I, feel like we're a World Series team. Well, we haven't had playoff baseball in this city for 9 years. It's been 2011, so it's been way too long without October baseball in the city, and I'm tired of waiting, and I'm tired of this front office. I really am. I'm tired of it. Not being aggressive. Obviously, last year we were really aggressive with the offense, but the pitching, I don't know what it is. Back in 08, 09, 10, we were going out and getting all these like Cliff Lee, Roy Halladay, Roy Oswalt. We had Cole Hamels as well. So many, many more. So where is that now? So you can't win without pitching. Look at you can't win without pitching, and we don't have enough pitching. It's really just a shame to see. This organization pass on so many people. It really is. It's such a shame. And they're doing it to themselves. They are really, really doing it to themselves. But yeah, this has been such a slow week. Last week, that was one of the worst weeks. Hopefully stuff picks up this week. As I said, this week was just so boring. It was so boring. And I'm really hoping that something starts to heat up here. But hey, it's not like it was last year. All the top guys have already signed going into spring training, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to keep this video relatively short here. As I said, there's not much really to talk about here. A lot of stuff, has already happened. The top guys have already signed, so there's not really much really to talk about here. Obviously, the Eagles play today against the Seahawks. That's what everybody in Philly has their mind on that right now. So. If the Eagles do lose today, then I'm sure everybody's probably going to switch over to the Phillies. Obviously, the Sixers and Flyers are still playing, but I've heard this. I don't pay attention to the Sixers, so don't ask me any questions about that. I've heard reports, that there's some coaching issues going on over there, but I don't pay attention to that, as I said. So, let me know what you think of this jersey. I'm going to be wearing the road jersey next video, and then I'm going to be cycling back over to the home jersey, and then after that. You can tell me any jersey to wear. Tell me if you want me to wear the cream again, I'll wear the cream. So that's how it's going to go. But during regular season, I wear what jerseys the Phillies wear that day. So after post game, I'll wear a jersey that the Phillies wear that day. So that's how it's going to go. So I hope you like this microphone here. I showed it in this video. I angled the stand to show it. Let me know in the comments. Do you like the way that this looks? Do you like seeing the microphone? Do you like that? Or do you like how it was in the cream jersey and the baby blue jersey when you didn't see the microphone? So let me know, do you like seeing the microphone or do you not like seeing the microphone? Thank you all so much for watching this video. I apologize for this. This is not really an exciting video. There's not really much else to talk about. This has just been so boring. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Please smash the like on this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on that notification bell. And I will see you guys next time.